What's up, guys? Did something probably dumb the other day. I was screwing around on COPART auction. I was laying in bed just checking it out, watching a live auction, and I accidentally bought something. Well, not really on accident, but probably shouldn't have bought it. Not like I had seen it or anything. I just seen it going cheap, so I ended up buying it for 200 bucks. Finally went this morning and went and picked it up. It's actually like 480 after fees. So here's to hoping I can maybe make a couple bucks on this thing. But I'll show it to you. I went this morning to pick it up. I just paid for it. I hadn't even seen it. The dude slapped it on the trailer with a forklift. I didn't look at anything. I just took off. So this is me really looking at the thing for the first time. So we'll find out. Okay, here it is. It's a 2003 Saturn Vue. Like I said, I hardly even looked at the pictures. I was watching a live auction and got a little stupid, put a bid in, and nobody bid against me. So 200 bucks was the winning bid on this gem. Yeah. I just popped the hood. One thing I did notice, says new timing belt, 182,000. This car motor replacement had 121. The car has 208,000 on it right now. First thing I did notice though is that this is the V6, and it is also the all-wheel drive model, which I did not expect. I figured it was the front-wheel drive model. Supposedly this thing was a runner. Like I said, I've not tried anything, and just looking up here, I'm not seeing a battery in here. It's obviously dead, but it's not in here. So I don't know, I have to look around for that in a second here. Tires, not so great. See, walking around, back window's busted out. It's cold as crap out here. Flat tire. This is really the main damage. All these Saturns with all this plastic junk. I'll see if maybe I can find a fender the same color, and actually looks like the bumper's okay. Just a fender and maybe tweaking some things. And a back window. I've already sourced one of those. I can get one of those for 75 bucks and throw it in. I do see some exhaust hanging down under there. We'll see how that goes. Looks like a broken mirror. And it's not super clean. She's a little dirty. This is a clean title car. It's not a salvage, so I said, if I'm careful what I put into it, and hopefully it runs and drives the way it is, I can make a few bucks. We're not talking anything huge here, but I make a few bucks. A lot of cleaning. Missing door handle. I won't open that door. A lot of cleaning. I don't know. Hopefully it runs and drives out okay, and then I can just get a window and a fender and clean her up and make a few bucks. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna figure out where this battery is and grab my jump box, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just hooked up my little jump box. I love this thing, but I think I might have just blown it up. It won't turn on anymore. So I don't know. See what happens with that. I just hooked up the big one. She's on boost. The battery was under that big cover right there, so sweet. I can hear that battery boiling. I know it's no good. Well, let's see if we can get it to fire up at least, or something. Man, this thing is filthy. Ah! She runs. That's interesting. There's nothing going on the dash right there. That's cool. bit of a tick. Maybe I should have checked the oil first. We'll shut it off for a minute. We'll check the oil, see if there's anything in there. She's hiding down there. There we go. Well, it's dark, but it's not super thick. I don't see any water in it, so that's good. I need a rag. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, she was a little low on oil. Really wasn't anything on the stick. I just dumped a quart of 530 in there because that's what I had. Let's fire it back up. It fires up decent. Sounds like shit. There's a little bit of tick in there. See if that goes away or not. Ugh. Okay, now we got some shit on the dash, so oh, that's weird. Alright, we'll mess around a little bit and we'll be back. Alright dudes, it has been actually a couple weeks since I shot the last clip. We brought this piece of shit home. The 03 Saturn Vue, COPART, $200 plus fees. I can't remember where I left off on the last video. It did fire up. The exhaust is non-existent, it's pretty loud. But the biggest thing we found is that I guess these things had a problem. They have an internal oil cooler that sits in the water jacket. The coolant bottle was full of oil. Now there's no oil in the, or no coolant in the oil, there's oil in the coolant. So again, if you're gonna buy a COPART car, go look at it, because I would have walked away from this one for sure. But we're fixing it. I'm gonna try and salvage a couple bucks out of this. We'll see what we can do. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so the whole upper intake and everything is off. Right down in there, that's actually in the water jacket, the oil cooler sits, which is this guy right here. These things like to leak, and since the oil is higher pressure than the coolant, that's the way it leaks. I put pressure to this guy, air pressure. It doesn't look like the actual cooler itself is leaking, but what happens is, it's stupid. The way these things, it goes through a plate, these fittings, and I don't know, frickin' leaks everywhere. I don't trust it. And this stupid thing is 400 bucks. This little piece of crap. So what we're doing is, here, we'll go over here and I'll show you the plate. So this is the one, fittings go through and everything. So I just made this, cut that out and ground it down to the same shape. We gotta drill holes in it. Yeah, it's a little wonky, we'll straighten it out. But yeah, basically that's going to be a block off plate. And then what we'll do is we'll just run an external oil cooler, you know, up by the radiator like a normal fucking person. And I don't see any problem with that. I think the hardest part's gonna be flushing all that oil and crap out of the coolant. Let's see if I can get a finger full of this crud. I mean, this, focus, you fuck. It looks like mayonnaise. It's disgusting. But once we get that straightened out, and I'll put some, I'm gonna go out to the junkyard and cut a muffler out. The rest of it, it's broken in a couple of different spots, but I can weld it back up. We'll weld a muffler on it because there isn't one. That should quiet it down and get it run. It did run decent and seemed to go down the road okay. Wow, this is shaky. Other than that, it is filthy. It's going to take a lot of work cleaning it up. I plan on just pulling the seats and everything out, cleaning the shampoo and everything. But, you know, that's kind of a freebie. It just needs to be cleaned. Driver mirror, driver rear door handle, rear window, not too big of a deal. Tires are questionable, but I do have a full set that I took off something else. I will put those on there. Oh yeah, this fender, the front bumper is fine. If you don't know, on Saturns, everything is plastic. So I think I've sourced a same color fender for like 70 bucks. So that'll work. And being all plastic, there's no rust on the body. I think it'll buff up pretty nice. We're gonna pretty much make a purse out of a sow's ear out of this thing. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I haven't really had time to mess with it, nor the motivation to. But I'd kind of like to get some money back out of this and get it out of my way. And I'm not opposed to doing more COPART cars, but I would definitely recommend take the time, even though it's an hour away from me, take the time, you know, a day or two before the auction or even the morning of, go look at the possibilities that you're looking at. Because if I'd have seen that, I probably would have walked away. I mean, whatever. There's better deals out there to make easier money. I still think I can salvage a profit on this, but it's just more work than I had wanted to do. These headlights, whatever, I'll polish up. No big deal. So, okay, next video on this will be putting that block off plate on. Why am I shaking? Yeah, we'll put that block off plate on and put an oil cooler up front, put everything back together, and go from there. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Come back for the next episode. We'll see if we can get some money back out of this thing. All right, like, comment, share, subscribe. Catch y'all later.